it's 40-something girlfriend. Who doesn't love the fall? And what better, a do-it-yourself project? Let's get started. Here's what you need. Photo frames, new or used, pictures of your family, pets too, red holiday lights, printer or copier, cardstock paper, scissors and a cutting board, hot glue gun, and a meat thermometer. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to locate some pictures. Once you find some pictures, make a photocopy of them in black and white. The next step is we're going to cut out each picture. Once you decide on the pictures you're going to use, make sure you have frames that'll work for each one. Make sure if it's a 4x6, you have a 4x6 frame. If not, you need to make sure you have a mat to go with it. The next step is to take the frame, take the glass out, and the back off. The next is to decide on which picture you're going to put in which frame. You may need to do one sideways or up down depending on the size of the frame. Now for the next step, what we're going to be doing is in where the eyes are on each, we're going to be making a really small hole. And you need to do this very small because you're going to be putting the lights in back of each of the eyes. And if you make the hole too big, then of course it's not going to work. It's going to come right through the center of it. Now girls, if you want something a little different to use, you can try using a meat thermometer. Super easy. Stick it in the eyeball, twist it a little bit with a little bit of pressure, and it'll make a nice hole for you. This picture here, as you can see, I've done a little photo editing on it. If you want to know how to do that, at the end of my video, you'll see the photo editing on how to do. The next step is you're going to make sure that the lights fit in each of the holes. This is the time to make sure that each of your holes is going to fit the light inside. If it doesn't fit, then you may need to make the hole a little bit bigger. You don't, again, want it to be too big, because if you do, then it won't fit. So you're just going to put the light right up through the back side until it comes through, as such. We have to decide on which frame, where we want to put it, so we'll know which lineup, where to use the beginning of the cord and where to use the end of it. So this is where I've decided to put my frames. So I have one frame here, one frame here, and one frame here. The next thing is you're going to glue your picture to the back of the frame. You don't need a lot of glue because you don't want this to be on permanently. You want to be able to use your frame again after the holidays. So you're just going to make a little spot in the back and glue your picture down. And the reason for this, you can't use the back because you have the lights going through. And all your pictures glued into the back, then you're going to add the lights. So remember, the first frame you want to use the first of the lights and then work your way down to the other frames. So you're just going to slip this into the back of each eye. Once you have all of them in the back, remember you may have to skip a couple to give it a little room to fit on your space where you're placing your project. Now you're ready to move them to the area that you want to place your project. Now that you've moved your project, you plug it in and enjoy. If the area you want to use your project doesn't have a way of using an outlet for power, you can always use gemstones, or you can always use these and just glue them onto your project. Here's a quick tutorial that I did on PicMonkey for editing a photo. So in this video I'm going to try to do just a quick tutorial on how to use PicMonkey. So first things first is we're going to open a Safari. New window. We're going to go under Google. And we're just going to type in PicMonkey, which I've already been in there, so I'm going to select Pick Monkey there. Then we're going to go and pick this one right here, Pick Monkey. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. I'm already signed in. We're going to go under Edit, and we're going to go under Computer. Okay, and then I have the picture that I want is going to be on my desktop. It's going to look on my desktop. I want to use this image right here. It's going to hit Choose. It's going to bring up the edit here. And the reason why I want to use this picture here is because our eyes are quite big, and I'll be able to use that for the photo that I'm wanting to do. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here under this one here. This is Effects. And when you go over to the effects, you can just try any of these different ones here. You can do like dark edges, you know, see how it makes like dark edges around here. You can soften it. There's so many different things that you can do. So what I was thinking about doing is black and white will probably be the best that I want to do. And if you like what you see like that, you just hit apply like that, and it changes it to black and white. And that's exactly what we want to use for our picture. The next thing you can do is, if you go under all of these different things they have, you know, you can go zombies, you could do blood spills, veins, corpse eyes, tooth decay. So, you know, say, you know, we want to make her tooth a little darker or something like that. We can zoom in on the picture like this by using that, and then we can make the brush size actually smaller. And then say, you know, you wanted to add a little tooth decay right there. You can do all kinds of fun things with it. And then say, oh no, I don't think I want that. Just hit cancel, okay? If you make a mistake, hit the back button. It'll take it away. So there's all different kinds of fun things that you can do with these pictures. Again, if you want to make it smaller, bigger, there, okay? So different effects, different things that you can do. You can put text on it, crackle ooze, radiation. There's just so many endless things that you can do on here. This is one of my favorite apps to use. You can go to vampires. Let's say we want to do some fangs. So you decide you want to do some fangs on it. So you can pick, say, that fang, put it here, use this. Look, it twirls it around. Use this, makes it smaller. Put it where you want it. We'll put it on them teeth like that. Look at that. We'll say, let's do another one. Let's pick the other side. Let's see, we'll twirl it a little bit. Adjust it. Try to make it about the same size. Stick it on the other tooth. Continue to adjust it a little bit. Well, looks about right. You can move them around if you like. However you want to do. This one looks like it could be just a tad bit smaller. And look at that. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? So once you do that, you can move on. You don't want to use the evil eyes because I'm actually going to use lights to make those evil eyes. So all I wanted to do is just add in a little something fun. Then you're going to export it. You're going to rename it. Say Halloween Pick. So once you get that listed as Halloween Pick, and make sure it's under JPEG, go ahead and export it to your computer. It says that it's saved. What I'm gonna do, this is the preview. I'm gonna make sure, I don't wanna save it under downloads. I wanna save it, I have a Mac now, so I wanna save it to my desktop. And I'm just gonna hit return. And then I'm just gonna X right out of the preview here. I'm gonna quit that preview. And then we're ready to find our picture. Who doesn't love the fall? Halloween, Thanksgiving, apple cider, hey, friend, who doesn't love the fall? Halloween, Thanksgiving, pumpkins, turkey, roasted nuts. Oh my gosh, just everything about fall is just so yummy and amazing. guess what?